The city does not sleep. Even when it is tired, it does not sleep. It only closes its eyes for a moment, then turns the lights back on. Streetlights glow. Luxury cars pass by. Music spills out of clubs, mixing with laughter that is a little too loud. This is where life is, they say. Or at least, this is where it looks like life is. He came to the city with ambition, not to be average, not to blend in. He wanted a life people would look at and say, he made it. Friends came quickly. Night friends, weekend friends, VIP table friends. Women dressed modern, confident, bold. Perfume filled the air. Drinks were raised. Phones captured moments meant to look perfect. Men wore heavy watches. Cars looked powerful, rented, borrowed, or financed, but impressive all the same. Everyone looked successful. No one talked about the truth. Inside the club, the music was loud enough to silence thought. Lights flashed, bodies moved, smiles were everywhere. He raised his glass. To life, he said. He did not know which life he was celebrating. The first drink made him laugh. The second made him confident. The third made him careless. Cigarette smoke followed, warm for a moment, heavy in the chest afterward. But no one stopped. In the city, stopping feels like losing. The night ended. Morning arrived quietly. Red eyes, a heavy head, an empty room. His phone, however, was full. Clubs, drinks, cars, lights. And the comments came fast. Living the life. You're winning. This is the dream. He smiled, even though inside he felt empty. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Every Friday promised escape. Every Saturday delivered noise. Every Sunday came with regret and new promises. Next week I'll slow down. Next month I'll rest. Next year I'll change. But the city does not wait. There was always another club, another invitation, another reason to go out. Money left faster than it came, but looking rich mattered more than being okay. He borrowed, he delayed, he justified. This is city life. The women who laughed the loudest often looked the most tired. The men who showed the most confidence were often hiding the most pressure. Some were running from something. Some were searching for something. No one said it out loud. Alcohol became normal. Smoking became routine. The club became home. But home was loud. Inside him, there was silence. One night, he sat alone at the bar. The music was lower, the crowd thinner. He stared at his glass, and for the first time in a long while, he asked himself a question he had been avoiding. What am I living for? There was no answer. He watched people dance. Some were too drunk to stand. Some smiled while lying on the phone. I'm fine. I'm good. I'll call you later. But their eyes told another story. Someone fell. Others laughed. No one stopped. Here, falling is normal. His body began to speak. Exhaustion, sleepless nights, anger without reason. Friends slowly disappeared, not because they cared, but because he had nothing left to offer. The invitations stopped coming. The phone rang less. The clubs stayed the same. He changed. One night he left early. Music was still playing behind him, but inside the noise was louder. He walked through the city streets, lights shining, cars passing. For the first time, the city felt empty. He sat in his car, did not turn on the music. He sat in silence, and something surfaced, not a voice, a feeling. He remembered when he first arrived, the hunger, the ambition. He did not come looking for alcohol, or smoke, or online approval. He came looking for a life with meaning. What he found was noise. Change did not happen overnight. This is not that kind of story. But awareness arrived. He declined some invitations, stayed home some nights, listened to his body. Some friends laughed. Are you getting old? Are you changing? Are you done with fun? He smiled. He did not explain. Not everyone understands growth. The city kept moving. Clubs stayed full. Music stayed loud. Drinks kept flowing. But he began to move differently. Slower, more aware. Today, he can still go out, but now he knows that pleasure without direction becomes a trap, that noise can hide pain, but it cannot heal it, that looking alive is not the same as being alive. And every time he passes a club at night, he hears the music, but he also hears a quieter voice inside saying, "Don't lose yourself in the noise," because the city does not sleep, but a man's soul can get tired.